If we analyze the process of annexation of Indian states by the British from 1757 to 1857, we will find that hardly there was any military attack on any of the territories. The most areas which were captured by the British were through three methods, either through political methods or economic methods or through diplomatic methods. Now, after the Battle of Buxar in 1764, the British East India Company appointed some residents in the Indian states. The work of these residents were to further the interests of the British Company and to serve the interests of the British Company. Now, these residents now started interfering in the internal affairs of each and every state. It was these residents who suggested the kings or forced the king to appoint the administrative officials. Who will be the next official will be decided by the residents. Moreover, the successors of the king was also decided by these residents. So much of interference was there by these residents in the internal affairs of the states. Now, one more example of interference was subsidiary alliance. Now, what is this subsidiary alliance? Actually, according to this subsidiary alliance, those Indian Nawabs who will sign subsidiary alliance with the British will have to disband their own army. That means no army will be kept by the Nawab himself. And instead of that, he will be protected by the company. That means if any other state attacks a particular state, so the state will be protected by the company, and so company will maintain the army instead of the state. And the region which is signing the subsidiary alliance will have to pay some money as protection fee to the company, because they are maintaining the army and they are helping the rulers. So these rulers have to pay the money which is called as subsidiary money or subsidiary forces. So to pay the subsidiary forces and to protect the areas, they have to pay the revenue. If the ruler is not able to pay the revenue, or if he fails to pay the revenue, then a part of that territory will be taken away by the British. So this is overall subsidiary alliance. So once again, subsidiary alliance means there will be no Indian army or no army maintained by the regions which are signing the subsidiary alliance. If they are attacked by any other region, they will be protected by the British, and the British will maintain the army on behalf of these rulers. And to protect these rulers, they have to pay certain amount as a protection fee. And if they are not able to pay the protection fee, then their one part will be annexed by the British. This system was introduced by Governor General whose name was Richard Wellesley. He was the Governor General of India from 1798 to 1805. And through this process of subsidiary alliance, Awadh was annexed in the year 1801. A part of Awadh was already annexed, and Hyderabad was also one of the area which was annexed by the British using subsidiary alliance. As we have seen, Awadh and Hyderabad was acquired through subsidiary alliance. Now, there was one very important kingdom which was in the south, that was ruled by Hyder Ali and later on by his son Tipu Sultan. So that area was Mysore. Now, we have already seen that hardly it happened that they had any military confrontation with any of the region. Mostly they tried to capture with economic and diplomatic alliance. But here, when they found any place that this is a threat for their economic and political interest. Only to with that area they had military confrontation. So one such area with which they had military confrontation, that was Mysore. Mysore was ruled by Hyder Ali from 1761 to 1782, and then by his son Tipu Sultan from 1782 to 1799. Mysore was such a place which had good trade relation with neighboring countries or neighboring states. So the Malabar area was full of spices, and they used to have a good trade relationship with the Malabar coast, and they brought all the things from the Malabar coast and did trading, especially pepper, cardamom, all was brought from the Malabar coast. Now in 1785, when they had a strained relationship with the British, they decided to stop the export of sandalwood from their port, and they stopped the export of pepper and cardamom through their ports, and they disallowed the local merchants of their area to trade with the company. They said you can trade with anybody else, but you should not trade with the British East India Company. Moreover, at that time, the Tipu Sultan and the Hyder Ali, they maintained a good relationship with French also, and French were already enemies of British. So these French people helped Mysore to expand their army, and they gave good military training to the Mysore people. So and so modernization of army took place with the help of French army. Now this British always had a strained relationship with Mysore, that means Hyder Ali and Tipu Sultan, and they considered Mysore rulers as ambitious, arrogant and dangerous. They were afraid of Mysore. So ultimately 4 wars were fought between Mysore and British East India Company. First war was fought between 1767 to 69, second was fought between 1780 to 84, third was fought between 1790 to 92, and the fourth war was fought in the year 1799. And only in the last war, which happened in a place called Seringapatam, did they could defeat Tipu Sultan. In rest of the war, this Mysore was victorious, and in 1799 in the Battle of Seringapatam, Tipu Sultan was defeated. And after the defeat of Tipu Sultan, since Tipu Sultan, Hyder Ali all were Muslim rulers, so the British gave Mysore in the hands of Vodayar dynasty. Vodayar dynasty was that dynasty which ruled over Mysore before coming of Hyder Ali. So Vodayar rulers were reinstalled as the rulers of Mysore. So in this Tipu Sultan is the main hero of this story, and Tipu Sultan was always called as Tiger of Mysore because he never bowed down before the British. So through this war, again this Mysore, because in this war Mysore was defeated, so Mysore was also forced to sign the subsidiary alliance, and a part of Mysore was taken away by the British. So now we have seen that through Battle of Plassey and Buxar, already Bengal and Bihar area was under the control of British, and now after this war the Mysore area also came under the control of the British. So this way slowly from trade they are shifting to capture territories.